like,
all right. Do you like my little
my
lights?
pussycat's gonna come crying too.
You got a pussycat crying, buddy?
It will be.
Buddy. We're gonna slow. Both of you
All right, so we
want
have to
more
have a
than
talk
7
about
minutes
the
with the.
milk word.
Who said milk? How dare they?
This hash 2K. So the milk.
Don't get her started. Who did that?
Don't start with us on that. No, we don't like that.
No, cougar's fine.
Listen, it's so aggressive and rapey.
Yeah.
Somebody's mother, I'd like to fuck. It's just so crude.
Right.
Think of something else. Make up something else. Do better. There we go.
Okay, she said it all. And I will toast to that. I have Cougar Winery right here. I don't know if you could see this.
Oh, yeah. Cougar.
Yes, Cougar Winery.
So what does cougar mean, Karen?
Confident, older, unique, genuine, assertive, and racy woman, of course.
There we go.
Hi, Isabella.
It really has not. A cougar isn't a one thing.
No.
It isn't. We get asked questions like, "What is a cougar like? Where do you find a cougar?" It's not like we have a habitat. That we're an individual thing that's not a woman or a human. No, it's just, say it again.
Confident, older, unique, genuine, assertive, and racy. It's an umbrella term.
Okay. What's an umbrella term?
I don't know. That's what Isabella wrote.
Cougar?
I don't know. Isabella wrote there. That. I didn't.
Yeah. Is it an umbrella term? Is it cougar or the other things that we're talking about?
The other things. Buddy, stop doing it. Anyway, okay.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I just was discussing a lot of lube questions, and I thought we should demystify lube.
Okay, let's demystify lube. Let's break it down.
First, I want to say hi to the YouTube people.
Let's open up a jar. Thank you, Scott. So men have too many labels in their minds for women. Brady, you are so spot on. Spot on.
Oh, we have people on YouTube finding each other. Emmeline said she's alone, and Jay said he's alone too. So.
Oh, match.
Matchmaker, make me a match.
So, Mark and I just finished watching the most recent season of Sex Education. Have you been following along with that show?
I only watched the first season. I'd have to get back into it.
It's good. I mean, there's like it's got the humor in it, but then it gets serious, and then it gets But some of the my kids have told me that I remind them of the mom.
And I heard the same thing. Wow, that's.
Go figure.
You go figure that one.
My kids also told me I remind them of the mom of the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers? Christopher, we're doing great. Yeah. What have I been watching?
Sometimes I wish I was alone.
So, yeah, I understand that too. You could do what Katharine Hepburn said. Men and women are from different species. They should live next door to each other and come and visit now and then.
That was what I was aiming for.
It didn't work. It didn't take.
No.
Where is my boyfriend?
We do have our badges going, everybody. So, the badges are a really nice way to say thank you to Karen and I for spending an hour most weeks with you, coming up with conversation, answering your questions. We've heard the question a bazillion times.
Yeah, like
we'll address it in some way, shape, or form. We might give you a little flack, but we're here. We love doing this, but when you throw us the badges, it does help keep us.
It keeps the lights on. Keeps the lights on. I wouldn't exactly say it's going to pay for the light bulb. Maybe it'd pay for the light bulb.
Right.
So anyway, we got some questions here on YouTube, which are basically Hello, KarenLee and Dr. Nancy. How are you guys?
Great, thank you. Moving and shaking.
Moving and shaking, tick-tacking away. I did a lot of tick-tacking of what to expect when you're over 60.
I've seen those. Those are hilarious.
I mean, it just started out as a little fluke because one of my
Do
friends.
you fart when you walk?
I have done that. I have absolutely done that. No doubt about that.
Purpose or by accident?
Oh, definitely by accident. No one's gonna.
You need to do some work.
I got to do Kegels on my asshole. Has anybody else farted when they walked?
Without involving your ass.
Has anybody else farted when they walked? Am I the only person that's ever farted when they walked? Anyway, I guess I am. I'm solo here. Brady bought a badge just because I admitted it, because I fessed up to that. So, oh my God, the dog is going to be the death of Buddy. Oh, okay. So I did 4 of these. Oh my goodness, Buddy, calm the fuck down, Buddy. Hey, get over here. Go chew on your bone. Okay, where were we? Oh, we were talking about things that happen when you're 60. So this is what happened. Is there's another friend of mine on TikTok who did things that happen when you're 50. Okay. And so then I said, oh, well, I got you beat. I'll do things that happen when you're 60. And she ended up actually meeting up with me in Arizona. How's that?
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So you're not the only person that I met through social media. Nancy and I, for those of you guys who you're breaking up, I'm breaking. You guys can't hear my sound? Sorry.
I have my glasses on tonight, so somebody said I look like a sexy librarian.
You are. You've got that sexy librarian look.
Take glasses off. I mean, I can't see you.
And you can see Buddy. Okay, so Harvey Weinstein says, smells like old women here. So Harvey Weinstein, why are you here?
Bye-bye.
Here, let me say goodbye to Harvey, because there's not enough Harveys in the world.
Harvey doesn't deserve our time and attention.
All right, I'm gonna put him in timeout. There he goes. He's going bye-bye. You know, another guy said, you're only 60. You look 80, and that was a highlight of my day today. I told him, hasn't your mother ever told you? Or I feel sorry. He said, amazing. I said, it's amazing that no one ever told you that if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything. My mother told me that.
Yeah, my mom did too. I think our moms were kind of smart.
Mommies always are smart. Hi, Karen. Watch your podcast again. Oh, thank you, Richard. I hope you guys like the podcast. We've been videotaping it. I'm all over the place today. But one of the parts we were talking about is how when you go to the bathroom when you're a little wasted at a restaurant and you're farting as you go, you go by you got the men's and the women's bathroom, and sometimes it's not clearly delineated what's what. And sometimes if you're like me, you walk in the wrong bathroom. Yeah.
I did that in first grade, and I never lived it down.
Never lived it down? First grade?
Yeah.
That could have set you on your
path. I've intentionally gone in the men's bathroom when the women's line is too long. I'll just go in the men's.
Oh, me too. I knew it's something in common. How many of you guys would go in the women's if the women's bathroom were open in the men's?
They wouldn't, because there's always a line in the women's and there isn't in the men's.
So anyway,
twice as many bathrooms for women.
There are so many things that happen when you're 60, and not all of them are bad. Either. Some of them are good, like Social Security. But no, a lot of the good things I think are the ability to look back on your life and realize what the priorities are, the confidence level, the joie de vivre that you have when you might not have had it when you were younger. And some people say you might even have more money than you were when you were younger, so that you don't have responsibilities like that. You might have to take care of older parents, but you don't have to take care of, little kids. Anyway, I don't know. So what? Ha Nancy went to the boys' room. Ha Nancy went to the boys' room. Ha Nancy went to the boys' room. Okay, you're very mature there, Ayla, incognito.
Yeah.
Very mature.
Yeah, it's not a felony. What's your stance on men going into women's when they have a baby to change? Why wouldn't they go into a men's to change a baby?
Oh, maybe because they don't have those little changing tables in the men's.
Well, isn't that freaking sexist?
Yes.
Whoa! So they don't have changing things in the men's bathroom?
I don't know. I just made that up. Oh no, that's too long of a line. That's oh. Well, anyway, but some of the, literally 100,000 views on the one that I said, what happens when you're 60, 100,000 views on TikTok. And a lot of them were because I said something like, use a lot of lube. That's what I said. Use a lot of lube. And the comments are outrageous. Hi, Chad. The comments are outrageous because, people are very misinformed about when to use, what the use of lube is for. Like, they don't have any clue of how wonderful lube is. And it's not like, oh, there's something wrong with you if you have to use lube. Right.
Yeah, okay, Karen, let me just fire some questions at you.
Okay, go for it. And by the way, I'm Uber Lube to save the day. You get 10% off if you mention Cold Mom at uberlube.com. How's that for a little promo for Uber Lube? Our favorite silicone lube.
That's really good.
And because you can use it for everything, even hair.
Is Uber Lube only for old women after menopause?
Lube. Oh, I like this. Lube is the icing on the cake. Of what I don't understand is the most important thing for people to get out of this conversation for me is that wetter is better.
No, lube is like the oil you put in the cake to begin with.
Yeah, if you don't have that
ingredient to make the
ice
cake,
even,
right, work.
You gotta get the cake lubricated. If you have a really nice car, are you gonna forget to put oil in it?
Who is this?
Alice Incognito. He's a character. He's a funny kid. Who is this woman calling? Who is this woman calling? The woman that is on the Instagram is my friend, Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce, a renowned sexologist throughout the world. In case you were wondering, she looks like a librarian, but she's really a wild chick. She's a wild librarian.
All right. So we've declared that Uber Lube is not just for menopausal women, postmenopausal women. So Uber Lube, should you use that if you're using condoms?
Yes, you should. Now there's different types of lube. There is silicone lube, there's oily lube, there's water-based lube, there's hybrid lubes. There's lots of different types of lubes. You can't use a silicone toy with a silicone lube. So that's one thing that is kind of tricky because it gets your toys sticky. But really, it's a little confusing, but the main thing you need to get out of it is lube is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Lube is an enhancement just like sex toys are, or watching porn together, or anything that gets you turned on. Lube is a good thing. There's nothing wrong at all for using lube for masturbation or for anything. Lube is the shit. Quote me on that.
What do most people use for masturbation in our chat here?
Yeah. Okay. So you guys on YouTube, what do you use to masturbate? Yeah. Water-based only? Yeah, and you can even get some completely organic lube too, if you're really so inclined. So
I really like coconut oil.
You like coconut? A lot of people do use coconut oil. What I don't like is anything that smells and tastes weird. I'm not into that.
I like coconut though. Do you not like coconut?
I'm talking about like flavored lubes, sticky flavored, smelly lubes. It's gross.
Yeah.
And sometimes water-based lubes are not as good, especially for backdoor sex. That's another video I just did. Because silicone is, it's just got I think, more of a finish to it.
What's the best for fleshlights?
I would see, you got to be very careful with fleshlights, because fleshlights are made out of silicone many times too. You use silicone with that, it's going to get it all sticky and probably destroy it. So I would use a water-based lube for your fleshlight.
Fleshlight, yeah.
And for those of you who don't know what a fleshlight is, if you're using a flashlight, any kind of lube goes. Now, I just literally found an article for my podcast about someone who had to go to the emergency room because they stuck a can of Glade aerosol spray up their ass and they couldn't get it out.
Oh.
Why somebody would?
Were they trying to refresh it?
I thought that. My first thought was, what does that smell like? Can you imagine, like, shoving something up like? I mean, do you guys know of how many?
Well, that makes you get sleepy too. So.
Yeah, lavender. It makes you sleepy. No, but I mean, honestly, they have chocolate flavored lube. They have all different types of flavors.
Yeah.
And every time I use those kind, and I hope some of the sponsors are not listening to this, I just don't like when everything smells funny, it tastes funny, because you want it to be as natural as possible.
I think it's a good idea for people to try different lubes.
Right, to find the one that works.
You might need a lube kit, really.
Yes, but I find that Uber Lube works for almost everything. Uberlube.com, mention code MOM, 10% off and free shipping. Seriously, it is a great, perfect lube. And I also think that a lot of people say, "Oh, just use your mouth. If you're eating it, you should hear these comments. I should read them to you. I have a ton." They think if you need to use lube, you should just use spit.
Here's the thing: if you're really patient and you know how to do oral sex, you're gonna run out of spit.
You're gonna run out of spit, exactly. It might be.
You want to make it last. You don't want to just get down there and slaughter all over it.
Right.
Right. It happen really quick. So
well,
I think a lot of people think you don't need lube because they don't last very long. They're quick ears.
But even
you're gonna have any.
Yeah, I mean, it's pathologizing people to think that because you use lube, there's something inherently wrong with the way you're having sex, or the way the person's going down on you, or the way that you will respond to, it's same thing as if a woman made fun of a guy who couldn't get it up. It's nonsense.
Right. Well, there's a lot of things that.
Yes, by the way.
Change your lubrication, like people who take antihistamines are naturally going to have less lubrication, less saliva.
Everything, because it's very drying. Weed is also very drying, and it can dry you out down there. So use lube when you don't using weed. Now, someone just asked me, DM Gil asked if Uber Lube was good for backdoor, and it is. Oral, anal, and vaginal.
Yeah.
All good.
All your holes.
Everything.
Holes. So Brady says, "Don't worry. Someone just told me I should use spit and no condom."
Oh, God. I mean, I'm not saying you can't use spit, but it's just so much more pleasurable when you don't. He's a choir. Oh my God. Does anybody like my little lighting? We have new lights. Can you see my lights?
You have new. Let me see your lights. I can see your face. You're well lit. Oh, your little twinkle lights. Nice.
Yeah, little twinkle lights. Twinkle, twinkle. Pumpkin spice is what's going on now. I don't know where you can get pumpkin spice lube, but I'm not surprised that it's out there.
Right. Pumpkin spice lube.
Doggy just fell down. I know. Thank you. We love you too, Stephen. Love KarenLee and Nancy. Oh, he's just leaping all over the place here. Can you see him? My YouTubers can see him. He's jumping and trying to eat the lights. What are you doing up there? Why are you up there? Here, check out what's going on here. I don't know if you could see because of all the writing, but he's up on it. Can you see him? He's up on the. He's up. He likes to sit up high. Better view him.
Oh my God, he's so cute.
So I thought for the second half we'll try to go on TikTok again because we had like a lot of people on TikTok.
Yeah.
TikToking away. If you guys want to check out my TikTok and all the stuff that we were talking about, it's all on my name, KarenLee Potter, on TikTok.
Yeah.
And Nancy's on TikTok too now.
Great. Yeah, I'm a stalker there. I don't put out any information.
And that's fine. That is totally fine. Right? And not everybody has to be on every platform. Hey, buddy, stop that. Get down. So anyway, any questions that you guys have, throw them at us right now. We're open for business. It's not TikTok.
And we have badges.
We have badges. If you guys want to support us, go to Nancy's Instagram and purchase some badges. They're really cheap, and they just show a little fun, good faith. You got to stop doing that right now. So anyway, any questions that you guys have, we're open for business right now. The doctors are in. We're all in here.
We are in. We're sipping wine.
Yeah, we're sipping it, all right. You're not. I wouldn't call what you're doing sipping it.
Am I guzzling?
That's more like guzzling. All right. So since I'm trying to find out here if I could. Oh yeah, I could find some of the answers that went on about the lube if you're interested in. So
who's Southern Cal Real Estate? Is that somebody I know?
Don't know. Here, this guy says, with me, Sweet Pea, lube would never be a must or a necessity. Okay? This one said, lube required for what? This one says, I have a 6-year-old and she's always soaking wet. This one said, I was with you all the way until you mentioned lube and my cheeks clenched. His cheeks clenched. Maybe he farts and walks too.
Yeah, maybe. So I'm drinking a Pinot Noir. What are you drinking?
I've got something red. It looks like it's a Cabernet Sauvignon, the Rebel.
Nice. Well, that's perfect.
And she looks like she's got like hair like you. Lots of colors going on here.
Love that color hair.
Yeah. I like the new red that you got going. This is sporting for the
I've got a lot of red going on.
Fall leaves. You got some.
One of them's a feather.
Oh, pretty. I know you did something about your hair recently.
Yeah. I have a little feather. Well, my other ones fell out, but I had like a teal one and a black and white one. I like to put the feathers in sometimes. It's just an accessory.
Paul, when you ask those kind of questions, you know it's going to get a rise out of me and Nancy. And I'll ask Nancy, and she's going to go ballistic on you, but here goes. Paul would like to know, Nancy, the youngest man Dr. Nancy has dated, please.
Let's see. I was 14 and he was 15.
Oh, did you hear that, Paul? She was 14, he was 15, and it was like heaven.
It was love at first sight.
Hey, Battle. Karen, what's good? Right now, what's good? I'm getting, oh my God. The dog sticks his tongue in my mouth like French kissing me. Is that Paul was expecting this answer. I figured you would. If you watched or listened to the show at all, you'd know that those are the kind of questions that aggravate me very much. Okay.
Just a couple questions. So what's the season of the year most romantic for you guys?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Most romantic season. I think a lot depends on where we're living. Because when I was in Chicago, it was like, I would say probably, winter because, you're stuck in the house. But now with COVID, everyone's stuck in the house.
Right.
What's your most romantic season?
July is my favorite year because
it's your favorite year.
My favorite time of year because I can, where I live most of the time, it's very hot that time of year. So we're outside, I'm naked.
She likes being naked. We know that.
Yeah, but there's just something really wonderful about cozying up next to a fire with
that's what I mean. Yeah.
I do like that too.
A little hot toddy by the fire. So Paul was thinking the answer was going to be fall, right? Anyway.
Yeah, fall is weird time.
Fall is weird. It depends on, again, I like it when they change the seasons with the different colored leaves and all that kind of stuff too. But
it doesn't really do that in California, you know.
I was going to say, I haven't seen many trees that turn.
It's like summer, winter, summer, winter, summer, winter.
Yeah, and very little winter.
That's all in one day.
Well, that happens in Chicago too. I mean, you can wake up and it's going to be like 80, and the next thing you know, it's down to 40. Buddy, what are you doing here? Buddy is acting like a little beast. Buddy is a beast. So anyway, but I like that question. It was an interesting question.
Yes. Do you prefer your men manscaped?
Is that a trick question?
This is from Rough Riders.
Oh, Rough Riders. Rough Riders. I hope you're using lube, Rough Riders. KarenLee is ready for the holiday season with her lights. You're right, Brady. Let's see.
Manscaped, yes or no?
100%. As a matter of fact, we're also sponsored by Manscaped.com.
What's the code for Manscaped?
I don't know. I forgot already. I definitely like
Do you
room.
think that's an inappropriate gift for me to give my son-in-laws?
No, they'll fucking love it. They're gonna love that. Yeah, it lights up in the shower. That's what I like. You can take it in the shower. It lights up so you can actually see what you're shaving. I don't know why they don't make Women'scaped, because I would totally do it if I was them.
I think that's sexist, isn't it? They should. Why doesn't it?
Well, I was gifted one by my son.
Right, but I mean,
I just said I'm taking it.
So they should come up with a name that's more universal, like this is your, party place.
Well, I guess Manscaped. I don't know. Here, I'll see if I'll get you a discount code for you, so if you can get your.
Okay, yeah, give me the code. I think that's a good Christmas present.
I think it is. It's Mom Talk. You get 20% off at Manscaped.com and free shipping. Manscaped. So it's like with it, Manscaped.com.
Okay.
Mom Talk, MOMTALK for 20% off and free shipping. Not a bad deal. Not bad at all. And I can tell you something. You might want to get yourself one.
I might get,
I'm a big fan.
Whenever I buy gifts for people that I really like, I always get myself one.
Yeah, you should get yourself one. I love it. I mean,
I figure if I wouldn't buy it for myself, why would I buy it for somebody else?
Exactly. And another thing I liked about mine is that it's called a lawnmower, like 2.0, 3.0 or something. But what I like about it is that you charge it and it lasts forever, and you don't have to put battery. It's not like those little AA. It's the lithium batteries, so you can charge it.
Nice.
And then, what are you doing? Destroying the place over here? All right, get down.
Okay, so we have which member of the band do you find the sexiest? Which band?
Well, the band?
What's the band?
Women should be baking cookies instead of speaking dirty, just saying, is Brian here? What the hell?
Does he think he's being cute, or does he want to be blocked? Ask him.
All right. Why not? Do you think you're being cute, or do you want to be black? Or is it? I mean, it's one of those days today. I'm telling you, I had to tell another guy today, like, stop being a dick boy.
Bag of dicks.
Bag of dicks. Yeah.
My oldest daughter has been using that a lot. Like, she goes, I feel like a bag of dicks. And I'm like, well, what is it?
I could see your daughter saying something like that.
My kids, they say, we speak very frankly with each other. There's no pulling any punches.
Your family sounds fun.
They are. We laugh a lot. We fight, daughter and I don't really fight with anybody else, just my oldest daughter.
Yeah. There's always someone that you're not gonna hit it off with.
But that's become a lot better. A lot better. So
yeah. So are there any
you wouldn't mind mowing either of their grasses.
Oh my God, is that Rough Rider? Do you prefer men to manscape? Oh, that was that same question from before.
Yeah, I like somebody that is what that is well taken care of, that grooms and cleans and that cares about how they look and how they present. Yeah, I'm very much into that.
I do like the name here, Sneaky B69. What member of the band do you find the sexiest? Okay, so which if we were going to pick a band, I mean, I would have to say Bruce Springsteen. There's no question about it.
I know. You like him?
I do. There's something about him. He's not conventionally handsome, but I just think he's freaking hot. That energy. I've been to concerts where he like crowd surf literally, and he's like close to. I think he's 70. Crowd surf for a good 10 minutes. I mean,
well, I think there's you develop a whole different relationship with anybody that's famous when you go see them in person.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you either fall in love with them or you just never you lose interest in them completely.
Yeah. I mean, I kissed Roger Daltrey, as we know.
Yeah. There's also somebody else that you did something with that I got to find out.
Oh, that I did. That was more than a kiss. I'll give you a hint. He wasn't in a band.
No. He was sports, right?
Right, a sports player. We're not speaking about that. Oh, what is this?
If I don't know sports very well, would I still recognize the name?
I didn't recognize the name, so probably not.
Okay. So your secret's safe with me.
Yes.
All right.
I noticed that women who speak a lot don't do much. Same for men, by the way. Where do you
speak a lot about what?
I guess he's saying that since we talk a lot about sex, he doesn't think we do anything sexual. But let me ask you something, why not? Where did you get a little telescope into our bedrooms?
Well, if you had a telescope into my bedroom, you wouldn't be saying that.
Oh! Did you hear that? Why not? If you had a telescope into Nancy's bedroom, you would not be saying that she is all talk and no action. But you know what? We don't have to prove anything. He liked that. He thought that was funny. And basically, if you're saying it's the same for men, is that what you talk a lot about sex but don't do anything? Anyway.
I mean, I think he's got a point that a lot of people who can't teach.
Oh,
and I know a few sexologists that really aren't interested in the sex, but are sexologists, which I find quite fascinating by itself.
Yeah, do what I say, not what I do.
Right, but I'm one of those people that no matter what I've done in my profession, whether I was a nurse, an OB nurse, I taught prenatal classes, I did a yogi, I've done a lot of things. Everything I've done has come from my belief model and my passion to do that, to share what I know.
Right.
So, but I think there are other people that maybe do the opposite. They don't feel like they can do it. They're too shy or they're too repressed or whatever. And so they teach so others can where they can't.
Possibly. Question. Should we switch and go over to Instagram?
Yes.
Or should we just leave it be? Or we could just leave it be.
We could do that, but I think we should take a little commercial break.
Okay. All right, we're gonna take a YouTube. Stay here.
And then go to TikTok.
I'll try to put down TikTok. Oh my goodness, she's gonna ask a lot. She's asking a lot of me. All right, you guys, find me on KarenLee Potter on Instagram, and we're gonna do this again. Bye.
Yes. So KarenLee Potter on Instagram, and we're gonna do this again.
Okay, we got people joining here on Instagram, and TikTok is coming on. My goodness. TikTok, you don't stop. Oh, Megan is there. And oh, who do we have here? Cassie, Megan, A-List Incognito. I love that you guys are all here. That is adorable. Kenny. Hey, how's it going, you wild and crazy little sneaky little freaks? I'm waiting for Nancy to come in. And we're going on TikTok. I got YouTube going. I'm a techie girl. I have no idea what I'm doing half the time, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get Nancy on here. Nancy. Start thinking about what you want to talk about. If there's anything you got, oh, my dog is biting my leg. If there's anything you want to talk about, let me know. Where's your bone? Where's your bone? Doggy, doggy, go get your bone. Hi, you guys. I'm waiting for Nancy to come on, and we're going to do Wild Women with Wine. I got my wine here. Thank you very much for all the compliments. Here we go. Here we go. Nancy's joining here. All right. Oopsie, there's too many people wanting to join. I can't let you join because Nancy's going to join. Hopefully any second. I might have screwed this up. Hold on, hold on. Let's see how to get her on. Here we go. There we go. Send her a request. And now I'm going to try to do TikTok. You don't stop. All right. This is a lot going on. And I got a barking dog too. Nancy, can you hear me? Oh no, not again. Not again, Nancy. We can't hear you. This happened last time. I don't know what happens that we can't hear Nancy. Hey, can you guys hear me? If you hear me, audio's off, Karen. Okay. What happens if I forgot what I had to do. I had to close everything up. Oh, you guys, I'm going to close it up and start the whole thing again. Sorry about that. Closing everything up here. TikTok. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. Shoot. All right, I'm going to, oops. Let me try this all over again. Darn. Okay. Live. Turn on badges, switch this around, go like this. I don't know why it's not working. What is this? Do you bleach your chocolate starfish? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see something. Instagram. Then I go to live. Stop. Stop. And then I go to badges. And then I go like this and it doesn't work. Sorry, you guys. I don't know how to get this going. My Instagram is not working properly. Sorry. Let's see if I can do it this way. Oh. Oh, now it's working. That's so strange. I'm in a lot of pain. Carolyn, why? What happened? All right, I think this is working now. If you guys can, and if anybody can hear me, let me know, will you? Please say you can hear me. Can you hear me? Anybody hear me? Oh, good. Oh my God, I don't understand what happens, but it happened so many times. It's
I
very,
know.
it's very
How
aggravating.
did you fix it? Did you reboot?
Yeah, several times. I'm gonna reboot by throwing my dog in the other room is what I'm gonna reboot. Hey,
Reboot your dog?
where I'm rebooting my dog. So, for those of you guys just joining me on TikTok, what I'm doing is I got you on TikTok, I got you on Instagram, and I got you on YouTube. I'm with Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce. If you want to find her when we're done with this, her, what would you call it? Yeah, which Instagram do you want them to go to?
Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce _ELR.
You hear that? Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce _ELR if you want to find her later. Oh, yeah. Mr. Bean is in the house too. Mr. Bean.
Hey, Mr. Bean.
How are the sheep?
Hi, Megan.
Megan's in the house. Hopefully everybody, Cassie's in the house too. Another sneaky freak. Got a lot of sneaky freaks going on here.
And we have badges on.
Oh, Carolyn, it's your grandpa's funeral tomorrow, and my sis won't answer my text. Oh, that sucks, Carolyn. Oh, I'm sorry for that.
That's sad.
My goodness, what are you doing here, you little annoying dog? Anyway, so okay, so if you're just joining us, we do this Wild Women with Wine show every Thursday. It's your sheep's birthday today. I'm drinking today a nice Cabernet. Nancy, what are you drinking today?
It's a Pinot Noir. I don't remember which.
Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
Oh,
the brand. They don't get if they're not sponsoring us. They don't get their name mentioned.
So okay, so TikTokers want to know what's behind me. It is a wall of all the many of the T-shirts that from concerts that I've been to over the years, and you can see like it really dates me. Because some of these T-shirts are like from 1986 and stuff.
Well, you were like 5.
When I was like 5, I had these T-shirts. Anyway, so what questions you guys have? If there's anything that you want to talk about, we're ready and able to talk about with you guys.
You can find the first half of the show on my Instagram.
Right.
Where we talked about Uber lube.
We talked about lube.
All kinds of things.
As far as like the T-shirts, they are like it's a quilt that was made from this company. I forgot the name of the company, but anyway, you cut the part of the T-shirt you want, and then I put a picture of all the ones in the order I wanted, and then they made it, and it was really cool. Yeah.
So we have a question. Do you prefer your men buff or toned bodies?
Wait, I'm confused. Thank you for the badge. What do you mean?
Did you get a badge?
Brady gave us a badge.
There's Brady.
Thank you.
You're so awesome, Brady.
You are. You guys can give us badges. I think on TikTok you have some sort of way to give a badge, but I forgot how to do that. Oh, it's a little thingy. It's just great if you guys would even. Oh, okay. Do you want to invite someone else that's really, really funny on? She's
sure.
Okay, we're gonna invite her on. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't work. Never mind. I'm still not used to how this works. Anyway, where were we? I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Sheep. We're talking about sheep. We're talking about Uber lube.
What are we talking about? Oh, toned or buff?
Oh, toned or buff? I mean, toned and buff isn't that the same thing or no?
No, I think tone, like a swimmer's body would be toned. Somebody that did a lot of weights would be really buff.
Okay, you guys. So, what do you like, toned or buff? Or do you like dad body?
Oh, there we go. Do you have a preference? So, what are these questions? So, is she cute? Oh, your friend. What does Dr. Nancy do? So I have a doctorate in human sexuality. I'm a sex doctor and a health educator and a yoga therapist and a radio talk show host and a writer and a mom and a grandmother and a wife.
She's the shit. Question here. Did you get all your backdoor questions answered today? This is from a 1964 Harry. Did you get all your backdoor questions answered? I didn't have a lot of backdoor questions, but apparently everybody on TikTok had a lot of backdoor questions. And we already talked about that on Instagram. But if there's any questions that you want to know, wait, are there any lymph nodes or anything that would feel like one in your labia? Oh, that's a good question, Cassie. I don't know. Leave that to Nancy.
No lymph nodes in your labia.
No lymph nodes in the labia.
You can get cysts.
Ingrown hair follicles. You could have ingrown
hairs, right?
You're a janitor with a boner here? Oh, thank you, Mr. Bean. I'm glad to hear that you're a janitor with a boner. Mercury's definitely in retrograde right now. And Buddy's not understanding that I don't want to play with him either.
I love these questions. What type of music gets you in the mood? The mood for what?
Sex.
Okay. Because, I have a whole, Karen and I we each have our own sex playlist.
Yeah. If you want to see our sex playlist, you got to go to our Patreon pages. We're both on Patreon, and we'll put our sex list there.
Yeah, I need to add. I've been adding some of my yoga videos that I've created for people on my Patreon.
Yeah, so if you want to find us on Patreon, you go to patreon.com/KarenLee or patreon.com/Dr. Nancy. We're both on Patreon. You can join us there and see a little bit of a different content. But don't expect any kind of porn.
Well, it's not OnlyFans.
Right, it's not OnlyFans.
We had this conversation last time about doing an OnlyFans, and I had some people message me afterward about, you really need to do an OnlyFans. And I go, well, but we're not going to do porn or really, really blunt nudity. What are you thinking? And he goes, no, we'd want to hear how we'd want to hear your sex advice and relationship advice and stuff like that. And I go, well, we do that every week on Instagram. And he goes, no, but I want you to do it in lingerie. And I go, well, there's the problem. The problem is that you think we're going to take your direction about how we do what we do. Yeah. And that's why we would fail at OnlyFans, because
we're going to flunk out. Dr. Nancy and I are going to flunk out of OnlyFans. We're going to be asked to leave OnlyFans because we're not doing OnlyFans things. So, okay, Mr. Bean, is your favorite music is "Let's Get It On" by Barry White? Yeah, that is a great song.
I need to put my playlist on Brady. That's right. I made myself a note right here.
All right. So here we got some Mrs. L5 says, so Karen and Dr. Nancy, I have a question. I think most younger guys are worried that they would be rejected by older women because they're quote unquote, or in parentheses, too young. But do cougars also turn off younger guys for being too old for their type or taste, even though they are younger guys? Is that a thing? What do you think on the matter? I would love to hear your opinion.
Could you read that one more time?
Oh, God, really? Okay. This is from Mrs. L5.
Okay.
So Karen and Dr. Nancy, I have a question. I think most younger guys are worried that they would be rejected by older women because they're too young. Okay, you know that. So some guys are worried that they might be considered like, oh, you're like my son. But do cougars also turn off younger guys for being too old for their type of or taste, even though that they are younger guys. Is that a thing? What do you think? I mean, so in other words, would you if you were dating right now and there was younger guys, would there like be a age that you would think is too young for you? I think that's or no, too old for you. Would you think this is someone that'd be too old for you? Like, would you date?
I still want to have this conversation with you, but not necessarily in public.
She wants to have
because I think there, from my research, let's just say that.
Okay, from your research.
From my research, there's definitely a difference between people in their 20s, people in their 30s, people in their 40s, people as they're in their early 30s, people as they're nearing 40, people in their 40s and 50s. There's a difference in how and what they want, how they perceive other people, how much fun they are, how open they are to new ideas. So you can see a different seriousness start to happen as people near 40. So
I don't know. We got Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean is probably around that, and I haven't seen any seriousness going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is in what your personal findings, or more of like just watching other people, or
it's research.
It's research from your research. Okay.
From my research, yeah. But I think you can look at life stages, and it pans out, because in our 20s we're trying to discover ourselves. So we're bouncing ourselves off of a lot of other people, trying to find out who we are, where we fit in. 30s we start to get a little more serious about, early 30s we're still kind of coming off the high of the 20s. But then as we start to get close to 40, we start thinking, oh shit, I'm going to be 40. What have I got to show for it? Where am I going? So I think people start to get a little more serious about building an empire kind of thing.
But
or a family.
I'm guessing, and I don't know, Mrs. Alva, if you're still even in the house, but I'm guessing Mrs. Alva is just saying, is there, if you're one that goes for younger guys, like mostly for sexual reasons, I think if you just want younger guys, I think there's going to be an expiration date. Yeah. I don't know. I think of younger guys. That younger gets older too, right? Yeah, that number, could have started out at 25, and then as you get older, It might go up to 30 or 35. So I'm literally. I know this sounds crazy, but I still believe age is a number, and I just think that's all it is, and it really is the person more than anything else. So I don't know that, like this guy, Ophelia says, my research shows that 9 out of 10 doctors think 1 out of 10 doctors is an idiot.
Okay.
Anyway, I'd like to hear what everybody else listening to this conversation thinks. Is there, if you're into younger guys, is there an age that they're just too old for you? I mean, I don't know. Also, because of the fact that we're all aging, so it's dated a 52-year-old cougar when I was 32. One of the best experiences I've had. Thank you, Harry. Usually that happens. I'm 64, and I guarantee you will be pleased first always. Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Disposed 2021. That is more important to me, at least, if I was single right now, than what age they are. Sometimes.
Oh, I think definitely as men get older, they become much better lovers. I would say that if they're interested.
Yeah, I don't know.
Being a great lover.
Yeah, there are some people that just don't get it.
If men stay self-absorbed and just want to get off.
Yeah.
They're usually lousy lovers to begin with, and they will stay that way.
Right.
But when men are really interested in having a great exchange, that sex exchange of pleasure and experience, then they get more curious, they get more knowledgeable, they get more comfortable providing and doing and playing and being in the body, mind, spirit of the experience.
Yeah, I mean, so, I can't tell you how many times people have said to me, guys in there, and that's why I wrote that book, Fuck Game Day Cougars.
What was that?
Where is that book? So many times guys have said that they had such great experiences with older women because older women have taught them so much. They want to learn. Some guys,
Yeah.
some guys don't want to learn, but most of the guys want to learn and have fun and adventures.
I mean, the thing about being older is that you know better what you want and what you like. And if you're comfortable in that, you're much more willing to share that with a partner than you are when you're younger and you're discovering. You're hoping the other person shows you what you like or does to you what you want when you don't even really know what that's going to be.
Right.
So I think I can see that. So here's a question. Why do women hate being hit on too much?
Okay, so you people on TikTok, especially the guy that says too old for TikTok, you can always leave. Marco escaped. But the question is, what's the question?
Why do women hate being hit on too much?
Oh, why do people hate being hit? Why do women hate being hit on too much? Because it's annoying. It's being just what's the word? Superficial. It's just you're just going after a look. You're not going after anything deeper than that.
Hello. Well, just think about the term "hit on."
Being hit on is annoying.
You're being hit on.
Yeah.
Nobody's.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Mrs. All 5 says the good thing is that when you're into older people, you can wait to grow up, but not the other way around, except if you're into generations, of course.
I don't really know what that means.
I know. It's confusing as to what you're trying to get at. That's why younger men struggle the most in their 20s. That old rifle says. I've dated older women in my whole life. Oh, see, that's what I hear. You know, sometimes if you like that, you like that. There is some serious buzzing going on here.
What you doing over there?
I'm buzzing away here.
Maybe we'll get you a nursing home. 50? Really? 50? How old are you? Was that bench brawl? Like how 50?
Mr. Bean? How old is Mr. Bean?
Yeah, bench brawl or rough rider. Younger guys have skills too. Absolutely. No, I'm not saying younger guys don't have skills, but I'm saying that but a lot of people think that only younger guys are good lovers, and that's not true. A lot of men get better as they get older because they become more patient and they become more curious about her pleasure or their partner's pleasure. Okay. All right, let's see. What's the position? What position is most romantic? Heart to heart.
Again, that's a personal, just most romantic. That's a weird, most romantic or best. What's your preference?
Yeah, he said most romantic. So I mean, to me, it's like eye to eye gaze, heart to heart.
Yeah, that would be romantic.
Yeah. So
thoughts on the fact that
it's exhausting for women to constantly have to turn down men that don't interest them, and do it politely.
Yeah.
And so as not to agitate or get killed. So listen, there was that young woman recently that her body was found. She kept turning down the advances of the maintenance man at her apartment complex. And he's a maintenance man. He had keys to everybody's apartment, went in and killed her.
No. I was just talking about the other day. I was in a Uber. When I got out of the Uber, the guy goes, "You're really sexy." And that creeped me out. I really got creeped out by that question, by that statement, because I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's very uncomfortable. Like, okay, you're driving the car. I don't know who the hell you are. What are you going to do with that?
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for following me, Disposed 2021. I appreciate all the new follows that I get from TikTok every time. As far as I'm apartment hunting,
as you're apartment hunting, that's a great question to ask is what kind of access do maintenance people or the apartment owners have to your apartment?
Right.
And then what I would do if I got into an apartment, I'd get the locks changed.
Of course, they're always going to change locks, don't they? Maybe not.
No.
Okay, so get your locks changed, even if it costs a little money. And also talk to the neighbors over there and see what the neighbors think, if there's any sketchy people around there.
Yeah, but you just can't. You know what's so sad to me, and I've talked to my daughters and granddaughters about this, is we keep talking to women about protecting themselves from men. And who's talking to men about not needing women to be protected from you?
Yeah. Well, I know all the men that are watching these live streams that we're doing are nice men.
Yes. And please, the nice men, please talk to other men about what that means to be a good guy.
Thank you.
You have to set the tone, because so many men overlook the warnings that they've been seeing in their buddies.
Right.
You know, like guys say, well, I don't know of any guy that's raped a girl. Bullshit, you do. You just don't know which one on either side of you. How would you know that? It's like trying to be in a white pool and try to find the racist.
Yeah.
You won't know if people show up.
Hella Cougar, you want to come on live? I know Hella
What's
Cougar.
that?
Hella Cougar. Hella Cougar.
Hella Cougar?
Yeah.
Is somebody you know?
Uh-huh. I like Hella Cougars. Yes. Okay. Let's see if I can invite her on to join us. Let's see. The invite is sent. I don't know how this is going to work because she's not going to be able to see you and you can't see her. Oh, she's connecting now. Now I got to get volume here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, so nice to meet you.
Oh my gosh, Karen.
I like that. That's the reception I was hoping for.
I'm an old lady having tech problems.
Oh, you're having tech problems.
How's it going?
Well, right now you are part of a live stream that I'm doing with my friend Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce on Instagram. She's not on TikTok, she's on Instagram Live, and we also have YouTube Live going on. So it's a lot of craziness going on. I just wanted you to come on and say hi because I always like your enthusiasm and what you're doing for the Cougar community.
Thank you. And I tell you, you are one of my instigators. And I remember when I just started my brand, coming across your stuff all over the place. And so just to be with you live is just like, all hail to you and the message that you put out there and the hilarious content. I really, really enjoy it. It's a bright spot in my day.
What's your first name? Because I hate to always call you just Hella Cougar.
Patsy.
Cassie?
Patsy.
Oh, Patsy. Patsy. I can't hear her either.
90-year-old aunt.
Patsy, I love this, Patsy. Thank you for joining us. And I'm one
like
day.
The Olga of the generation.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's great. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. You're making it fun.
Thank you. I have a lot of fun with it. And again, you've blazed an amazing trail, and I feel honored to be in the company of women just who are out there putting amazing content out there and just talking about what you're talking about right now in terms of consent and guys changing their tune about how they're acting in the world and affecting other men and our safety and all of this stuff, feminism, and it's like the intersection of all these isms, right? And so it's a great time to be alive, but it's also terrifying sometimes.
Yep, totally.
Agreed.
And thank you for the roses, Manny's man.
Thanks, Robbie.
Yeah, everybody's sending badges and roses. You guys are awesome. Very, very nice to meet. And it's Patsy. It's so nice to meet you. You got to meet Nancy. Nancy.
Thank you. I've heard you guys on before here and there, and Nancy, it is great to meet you, and thank you guys for letting me pop on.
We love you.
Nice to meet you, Patsy. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, hope to see.
We need to have a conversation.
Yeah, we need to have a conversation. All right, I'm gonna let you. Bye. Thanks again.
Bye, guys.
That's awesome. Love her voice.
I think I just disconnected all of Insta. I just disconnected the whole. All right, whatever. The whole TikTok went off. Anyway, Patsy is Karen's agent. Yes. I literally just by accident turned it out the whole thing off. But we're gonna leave anyway because it's already 6:15. I realize we went 15 minutes over anyway.
So let's see. What are some ways I could start lowering my porn watching? I do watch a lot.
That's going to be a tough one. Well, for one thing, I mean, porn it can be a compulsive behavior like anything else. Like if you feel like it's a problem for you, I think then you can get some help for that, or you can just try to start. You can try different tactics. You can read books on it. You can also just try and go in cold turkey if you feel it's a problem. There's or just try reducing it and see if you are having trouble with that. I mean, it's a compulsion. So any compulsion is going to be tough to quit.
I'm a big believer in if something's a habit, you have to look at what it's serving, how it's serving you, and find something else that maybe you find is healthier for you to replace that. You can't just leaving a void isn't going to work because you'll go back to what's comfortable.
Right.
But maybe you're looking for companionship, you're looking for distraction, you're looking for entertainment. You're looking for something to take you away from the moment, fantasy wise.
Right. You could try doing audio porn. Maybe that's something that's like a middle ground. There's another sponsor called Dipsea, Dipsea, and they have audio porn, and maybe then you use more of your own imagination, that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
Nancy,
yeah. So I think
nailed it.
I think you have to look a little deeper at how it's serving you. Just ask yourself, what is this doing for me?
Right.
What am I getting out of it? Because nobody's gonna give up something that's feeding them in some way. That's why people stay in abusive relationships, because they'll stay because it's feeding them in some way, shape, or form until they have an option of a way to feed them that's healthier. So that's just how humans work. So just trying to not think of something, trying to not have something.
It's not going to work.
You're gonna want it even more. You're gonna think about it even more.
Thank you,
have to
Megan.
replace it to something that's more interesting and more intriguing to you. Maybe like a real relationship with somebody.
Right. Then you can move on to sock pocket porn.
Right. I mean, I think porn is entertainment. It's not a relationship. But a lot of people, sadly, over the last couple of years, have incorporated porn and their porn stars and their porn people as a pseudo relationship.
Sure.
And you kind of have to break up with them.
Yeah.
To be able to make room for a real life human relationship. Hey, Karen.
Yes.
Would you like to get together next week live together?
Oh, that sounds like a good suggestion. I have a compulsion to do that.
I do too. All right. So everybody, I'm going to Hollywood next week to hang out with Karen.
Woohoo!
And have a date with my BFF. And so we will be side by side on that little couch she has decorated in those fancy lights. Hey, maybe I'll get some extra lights and we can actually decorate ourselves.
Oh, that sounds fun. I think I have some of those. I'll just be happy to see you here. All right. So you guys, hopefully, if you haven't already, you followed us on all our social media platforms. There's a million of them. If you want to see me, we're Sneaky Freaks now on TikTok, as well as Sex Talk with My Mom. And KarenLee Potter everywhere else. And what about you, Dr. Nan?
Yeah, find me on my website, drnsp.com. You can find all my social media. You can find, if you just go Dr. Nancy, like DR, and then NancystuttonPierce, you'll find me everywhere. And Patreon, Karen and I both are there. I've been uploading some really fun videos people can do that they can actually do yoga with me. The videos I've made for people to practice yoga with me. So I'm adding more of those, and I'm going to be doing a live. And Karen, I've had the request for you and I to do a live on my Patreon. So maybe we could do that together, and then we could do one on yours.
Okay.
So that we could talk to each of our patrons as a team.
Yeah.
And answer all those questions and just have a party.
It sounds great. Some of the people on this, namely Megan and Cassie and some other sneaky freaks, we do that for Sex Talk with my mom's Patreon page too. And that works out really good. So sure, let's do it.
All right. Maybe we can do that next week when we're together.
Anything you want, my girl.
Okay. I'll bring the wine.
You don't even have to do that. I got wine here too. Anyway, sorry I didn't get a chance to go through all these questions on YouTube, but we had a lot of platforms going at once, and my tech skills are waning with wine. That's what we should call this, waning with wine. I got
Waning with wine.
And buddies
Whining with wine.
Whining with wine, waning with wine. Thank you for all the badges that you guys bought today. That was really sweet. And hope to see you guys next Thursday, same time, about 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll be live and having fun, and that's it.
Yes.
The biggest Patreon party ever.
Patreon party ever, Megan says. Yes. Join us. Pass the word.
All right.
Patreon
see
party.
You next week. Love you.
All right. Much love.
Bye.
Thanks, Karen. Love you.
Love you. Now I got it. See you guys on YouTube next time.